Good morning and welcome to Coffee Across. Just a little animation research. Hey, morning, Keith. Yeah, that's okay. Um, I'm doing a little learning this morning, so I'll talk so you can hear me in the background. But it's been a while since I've worked with their animator. I figured I would use a little bit of this time to talk through this and show this system. Have you seen this, Keith? And I'll wait for you to type back, dude. There's no one-on-one. I know you're going to be AFK. Ooh. Not good. All right, let's see here. We'll go regular. Let's do this. All right, Keeb, I'm making fishing poles, so it's time to make props. Yeah, Josh, it's you. I'm just probably going to spend a couple weekends, this episode and next episode, learning and fiddling with the animation system so that I can determine which ones I want to keep from this guy and which ones I'm just going to author new, which would be lower quality since I'm not traditionally an animator. But I figured I'd throw a prop in there right now, and let's see what it looks like once I just jam it on there. All right, it will probably clip stuff. Forearm, left hand. Let's stick it to the left hand, man. All right, pivot's in a crappy place, but oh, actually, hold on. Let's use gravity. How's it going, Josh Chu? Pew! He's going somewhere. I must have added something. You know, it's interesting. think he was having an adverse reaction to that. Oh, Street Fighter V, huh? I can't wait to see Cherry, dude. You want to call in next week and we can review it? Hi. 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 All right, yeah. Next week we'll do. We'll call in and Skype in, and I'll check it out. Yeah, let's just do a review, man. No problemo. All right, let's do. Is this gonna work? Come on, give me the thing. Mm. Sides, let's do 6 radius 0.25 feet, 15 height segments, 4. Notice the pivot. Let's see now. Do 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 do. I wonder if I move it this way. Aha, there we go. Object selection mode, there's faces. Hold on a second. Awesome, dude. Well, I can't wait. gonna be awesome. Do 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 do. By the way, Josh, I think what I was working with is the free version of Pro Builder. You can do some rudimentary mesh action. And now I think I'll have a proper pivot for him. Actually, if I did this right, it wouldn't even be attached at all. I'd attach it in frame one, I suppose. But let's just see how this turned out. Oh, hold on. Fishing pole. Boop, 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 boop. Do not need a mesh collider. At least right now. It's interesting. See how it popped down a little bit? I think that's because it's not animating right into place. Anyway. Yeah. Josh, do you do your animations in Unity or do you do them in like Blender? Hold on, I'll be back when I get some coffee. Yeah, I'm actually thinking I might do that. I've been trying to stay in. Oh, totally. I was lots of naked pictures of chicks. Keeb, you missed all of that. Nope. All I'm doing, Keeb, is setting up some initial animation tests so that I can see. God damn it! This is fishing pole. Save this scene. Lots of naked fish. We descaled those bastards. Hi. 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 All right. So he's waving, and that actually comes from. He's got a control script here somewhere, and also a bot control script, which is I think where that spacebar thing is. Let's go look at a C#. So I'm torn between starting completely from scratch, Keeb and Joshua Chu, and going with the pile of animations that he's already got. And I'm tempted because there's a couple of things. I don't think he has an idle that's close to the idle that I want. I might be able to steal some keyframes. Space. Mm-hmm. Do. Okay, that's where his animation. Base layer. Base. It's got some built-in anims, right? Meow, meow. Hi. 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 I think I'm gonna end up ditching all those anims, though. What do you guys think? You know what I'm gonna do? Let's start out a little bit from scratch. Let's delete this. I can always make a new fishing pole. Let's go back to animation basics before I dive in. Let's grab a cube. Let's put an animation component on it. Okay, let's go to our resource folder. So he's gonna need the fishing pole casting to do the blip. He'll also need sword slicing anims. After that, that's pretty much it. He needs an idol, which is an idol he's already got. I can't have him stand there in T pose, and I think that's all I need initially. I don't think I need anything else. Maybe some facial expression stuff, but we'll see. It's probably better for me to just is get into animating it. But first, I have to understand how the animation system works. So let's look at this animation, box anim. Can I double click this? Come on, son. Let's see. So these are animations that are found in my scene, but create an animation clip. All right, I did. This is boom, 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 boom. There we go. Add a property. Transform. Position. Let's just do rotation. Add that, and let's go to. Make sure I've got this right. I'll do it there. No. Let's move our timesheet to 0.2 seconds and rotate by 30 degrees. And I think, does that record it? Let's see. Nope, that auto added a key there. And the key at the end is back to normal. Let's actually delete these keys. Right, let's grab these keys. Move them out. Alright, we're going to have a pretty rudimentary animation going on here. It's this one. Add event, add keyframe. 54, let's go to 120 total. Here we go. Alright, we got a basic rotation animation. I didn't, although, fix his... It still thinks it's a 1 second long anim. Let's see here. No, that's fine. No, not 120 seconds. No, that's not what I want. That's 60 frames. I just want to understand how to change the length of the total animation. Add keyframes, add event. It's just been a long time since I've fiddled with the animator. Yes, but changing this, let's actually change, not hit record, didn't seem to, let's go for 90, didn't change the actual length here, right? It just took me to that frame. Unless I have to add a key. Do you think I have to do that? Aha, there we go. Thank you, Joshua Chu. And then it auto drops down to whatever that key is. Yep, add a keep. Add a keep. Always add a keep. Oh, key. Oh, hi. Okay, now let's see. Let's pull our samurai back in, but I'm going to do one for animation. Let's do this. kill this box. Deleted. Get this blind samurai. It is a serious idle animation. I highly doubt that this was made in Unity. I think what I'm going to do is let's kill Microman controls. All right, it's good to know. Exit. Why is there an exit? Okay. Yeah, exactly. So he's got locomotion. Put it over here. You know, I think it would be better if I just went from scratch, just because I'm looking at all of the different, let's see, let's find this one, idols. I've got a lot of things to start with, but proxy geo, I don't need almost all of these, but just to talk through it, this is actually the state controller. So locomotion will transition to jump down, falling, there could be a roll in there, or a regular jump. So it's a regular jump, back to locomotion. Jump down is some sort of defined falling state. Transition to jump down state to falling state to roll state, back to locomotion. Idle back and forth to locomotion, walk backwards. These are two different things. He doesn't have a turn in place, and he doesn't have a turn except during locomotion, which is why he doesn't have any of that. Any state doesn't return anything. Entry goes straight to idle. I think, and hold on, I am going to fire up Keynote for a second. What we want to do, and I'm going to end on this because I think what it's really about is just sort of start this planning. I'm not going to save this, so let's do this. And slide, blank slide. What we want is Mickey, Ficky me, Mickey, Ficky you. Let's do this. Idle. So we're going to have an idle state. Let's see, Control D. We're going to have a sonar. Let's call it throw pebble. Going to have a cast line. Let's see. Efficient cast, and then we'll have a sushi state, and then a what am I missing? Am I missing anything, guys? Uh, I'm not gonna stop fishing to deal with the customers. It'll be a passive interaction. They'll show up, whatever sushi is there, they'll buy, they'll eat the sushi and leave, and he'll be consistent. Like, you'll never ever actually stop fishing. So I don't know that I want to interrupt with a bow, especially since you may be actively tapping the screen. There we go. Hold on. Cut this. I think what I want actually is more like a line. Lose. And I think, Josh, what you're saying is like more like a win state, which is something was successful. Maybe it's not a bow, but maybe it is a bow. I don't know. We'll see. Oof. It's a little rough on the eyes, but let's go for that. Okay. Screen. Let's do this. Tap screen. We'll throw a pebble. Fish and cast. So our fish hit. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just do this. Let's grab all of these. Let's move them down. More like this. Grab this one. Duplicate that. Let's make the transition between these two. Out of, let's just call it out of customers, right? What did I say? We would do like 3 dissatisfied customers, or like the ratio of satisfied customers versus unsatisfied customers. I'm just going to put it up Pac-Man style and give you 3 chances at first. Okay. Currently, there is no win state. Do we need one? What do you guys think? We could do a money time threshold. We'll just sort of leave it at that. I always kind of imagine this game as like an endless fisher. Like, you can just go for a high score as long as you want, and it's just about you versus losing. So the win state is basically, well, there isn't like a win. Like, there's no end goal. Yeah, so think about it as like an endless runner. Like the end goal is how far did you get, or this would be what's your high score, more arcadey, right? Like, but I actually think that it might. I, I've let's the challenge being that I would like it to be a semi-peaceful. Uh, I'm just fishing, right? And then what we can do is start finding some win conditions from that on what feels good, because I'm looking for um, uh, some exploration goals, which is new fish, um, some achievement goals of how many versus time or some sort of scoring like that. Um, some killer goals of like it's just satisfying to cut the fish, and then there's a social component to serving fish, but I think maybe sharing out your um, high scores. I always hate that as a consumer, but maybe I'll figure that out later. But I kind of see this as a singular fantasy of like I'm just gonna hang out on the toilet and play some Blind Samurai fishing. Bloop 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 bloop. Play for a couple minutes. It's satisfying. You're all good. Um, but it does need some sort of pressure or at least lose condition uh, that's understandable, so that you don't feel like it's a mystery or frustrated, or you at least can set your own goal of what to go for. Um, anyway, these are rule types, right? Like I think there's still more discussion to be had for win conditions. Um, I'll account for one. He should have some animation that's a win animation, and then we'll determine the win state later. Okay, so these bluish things are transitionals, or what are the triggers for a transition? Do we have everything there? I'm idle, I tap the screen, he throws a pebble. Uh, I put it not on the same line as a pebble because throwing the pebble, though it is a dependency for you to be able to catch a fish, or at least in sequence, it's not a dependency for him to have an animation, because if I tap in two places, the sonar could still be spreading, in which case I want to interrupt with the fishing line cast, and so he'll cast, and then this fishing cast causes the fish to get thrown up in the air. Then when that happens, he'll cut the sushi. So I think what I'm going to do for our Blind Samurai, our poor guy here, is next week I will clone him, and we will do a test one, because I don't want to lose what I've got necessarily. But we're going to strip all of this out, and then we'll find our own reference poses and whatnot. Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend. Hasta luego. Okay. See you, fellas.